Yeah, so what I'm doing now is chicken pulao.
Pressure cooker chicken is only cooked when you order it.
Red chili, mace, bay leaf, cloves. You'll know it's ready if the spices starts to pop. Then you put the soaked rice.
And then we have a raw chicken and just cook it and give like whistle. It takes around 9 to 10 minutes. The kitchen is small, so we cannot cook more than 3 at a time. So when we have so many orders, we have to somehow just start churning it out faster.
If you see all the burnt rice on the side of the pan, that's the best part. So you should scrape it. Yeah, that's the good stuff.
And it comes fresh and pressure cook on your table. A lot of people think that we actually cook the pulao, just put it in pressure cooker to serve it. And we have to personally explain them it's not about it, it's cooked in there from raw rice. The intention was nothing to do with presentation, it was to do with the integrity of that product. So it's 9 AM in the early morning. That's how normally I start my day off. I go to the butcher. So he's Dida Dada. Dada is like an elder brother that we call out of respect. He supplies most of the goat, mutton, lamb to all our restaurants. Basically, when we have the whole carcass with us, what we do is we try to pick up as many parts as possible. What we are going to pick up today is the goat neck, the testicles and the kidney. He's an expert on this. He's a master of it, so he knows it. He can cut this like faster than this. This was slow. Now we have the neck over here. This meat has a very different fattiness and juiciness to it and also gets a lot of tenderness when you cook it slowly. So these are testicles. So you need to remove the skin out. Here it becomes like a very novelty product of using kidneys and liver and testicle. In India, it's a part and parcel of it. A lot of people who want to do it, but they are afraid of doing it. We are not scared of anything. The fear of failure is not present in our universe. So this is the start of our GURDA KAPOORA. This is exactly 2 portions over here. These are the trotters. We make a stock for this, and this is the base for the curry for this. So the last thing that we are going to pick up today are the livers. We are just going to try a new dish with it and let's see if it works out. We are trying to grill the kidneys over the fire and then just toss it up in some, chopped chili and onion with some spice blend and lemon juice. The first thing we need to do is get off to the bigger task, which we can finish off as early as possible before the entire team comes in. As you can see, it's a smaller kitchen, so we need to be very efficient in our planning and the workflow. What I'm trying to do is make this stock for tonight for the testicles and the kidneys. We have this bones from the butcher shop, so I'm going to use half of them. I'm going to add in some red onions. There's the green chili. That's some red chili powder. That's a Kashmiri red chili. It's a little bit of turmeric. So these are some stems of cilantro that we save for this stocks. We try to minimize the wastage as much as possible. So guys, that's a ginger garlic paste. Just mix up everything. So this is for the GURDA KAPOORA, which is the testicles and the kidney. And this basically forms the base of the sauce. So we are going to cook this, we are going to get all the marrow out of those trotters, and it's going to make it a thick curry, and that's the base of the sauce. So these are testicles, we are just removing off the skin over here. So there basically are 2 skin layers. So you see this is the one skin and this is the other skin. So normally the portion that we work on is 1 testicle and 1 kidney per order. On a weekday, we sell between 5 to 6. Weekends, we try to sell 6 to 7, just because the rush is higher. So I added the salt, I added the turmeric. So I just add in the ginger garlic paste like this, and then we just toss it up. So the concept of the entire restaurant is whatever we cook will be served in the same dish. So it's actually cooked in dish and it's served in this. As a chef, you have to think through a dish, There's a way my mother would cook something, but I cannot replicate the same version of it and give it to you. I have to think through it that how I'm going to produce that dish in a way it will be elevated, but still maintain the integrity of that original dish and then serve it. That Chef Eric, he's the chef de cuisine and the big boss over here. I just work for him over here, trust me. So Chef Eric is gonna show us the marination for the goat neck.
Alright, so the first thing we do is pour the mustard oil on the spices. Yeah, and then we mix it with the yogurt, the ginger garlic, chopped mint, chopped cilantro, fried onion, and chopped green chili.
Something I wanted to show very importantly is the fried onions. If you see this, we fry the onions very fresh every day, and we use a humongous amount of this. It goes in a lot of our marinations, a lot of our curries.
Just mix everything up. That's it.
Biryani as a dish was never done right. Everybody was doing it in a way where we thought there was no integrity maintained with the dish and everything, and that's why it's very close to us. Some ginger julienne, fried onion. That's why we do it in a specific pot. We layer it up. There should be around 16 to 17 layers in the entire dish. I think it's a phenomenal product, and we found that goat neck was giving a humongously amazing effect on the entire dish of biryani. Even if we are doing 5 things, we wanted to do those 5 things at perfection. If we have to put effort, which is 10 times the more effort than doing a simple thing, let's do it. That's why we want to elevate the entire Indian cuisine. And I think biryani as a dish has a humongous potential, which I think nobody in the market is able to realize it. That's the entire vision of doing this dish. How it's cooked and how it's finished, that's very important. So guys, it's 4:30. We are finishing off few things. We have the MURGH KOFTA over here. So MURGH KOFTA is a phenomenal dish. It's basically a spiced chicken mince, and then there's a soft boiled egg, and we encase the soft boiled egg within the chicken mince. And then we have a cashew nut based curry, and we just cook it inside it. So by the time it comes on your table, it's piping off, there's steam coming out. You open up, and when you cut through it, it just breaks open, and then there's egg in the middle, which nobody's expecting actually. So dokle comes from northern eastern part of the country. There's a state called as Meghalaya. He found about it, and then he researched about it, and that's how we came up with this dish. He's very proud of the dish, and I think it's one of a phenomenal dish which nobody has even explored in Indian food till now.
We're gonna pressure cook the pig face because it takes a lot of time. So we're gonna cook this for about like 30 to 35 minutes.
The concept of head to toe came to this country, I don't know when, and a lot of people started doing it, but in our country we have been always doing it. So what they do is they cook the entire pig, but they don't want to waste the head. So they basically slow cook it, and then they grill it and make a salad out of it. So that's what we are trying to do over here. We pressure cook it, then we are going to grill it, and we'll make a salad out of it. So the last major task right now we are doing is the ribs. We are adding in some fennel seeds over here. So we have chili powder, turmeric. So these are very specific ribs that we get, and you can see there are 2 layers of fat inside it. These are expensive ones. We try to invest a humongous sum of money in the ingredients that we buy. I think that's the key to it. Trust me, there's nothing else. To do justice to it, we have to cook it in a certain way. We have to cook it fresh. We have to cook it on slow heat. I think our grill products are phenomenal. I personally love grill products. We just found the lamb ribs, I think a year back, these ones. The ingredient has to be right to make that dish. So now this will go inside the oven for 4 hours. You know, a lot of people will take the entire rack and they'll just, they'll cook it that way. But what happens is here, it falls off the bone and we have to still grill it. We try to cook it, like cut it into these portions, and then we slow poach it, and then we grill it before we serve it. So it's already poached. We are just going to grill it on top of this. So guys, what we have over here is the mutton. So we started doing this dish. It's a very traditional recipe called CHAMPARAN meat, which comes from eastern part of India. It's a small place called as CHAMPARAN. We take a batch of mutton, we marinate it. Then you have cilantro, mint, ginger, fried onion. The mutton is actually specially flown from Arizona. We couldn't find mutton anywhere local, so it's bought from Arizona. That's a whole garlic pod which goes inside this. We just pour the stock over the entire thing. We seal it and then we cook it. So most of the things in this restaurant, if they are sold out, they are sold out. We don't make new fresh ones. We only make limited quantities. So we look at the reservations and then we look at a number and we just... So we have been experimenting with the liver. We haven't found the right taste yet. Just hoping today is the eureka moment and we get it right. Basically, we have 4 different kinds of liver. 2 are yogurt based, 2 are dry rub. I'm gonna cook 2 in the pot with little bit of stock. The other 2 ones I'm gonna grill over the grill. As I'm doing it, something that goes through my mind is, how am I gonna get 10 orders out at the same point of time? Let's say 10 people order this together. How am I gonna cook this? We fail humongously. You know, people think like, oh, these guys are doing this. We actually fail like so many times. Like we keep on trying new things. We keep on failing about it. And that's when after failing multiple times, you get it right once. So that's what we keep in our mind, that failure is a part of the process that we are doing. So that's Ronnie. Ronnie is the CEO of the company. So we have 4 different versions of liver over here. This was a yogurt based dry rub. That's a dry rub with the masalas. That's a yogurt with the masalas.
Which one do you want us to try first?
I think we should start with the dry rub. This one is grilled. Nah, this one is flat.
We all equally hated the dry rub.
So that's the one with the yogurt base. So this is the one with the dry rub. The yogurt one was typically not clear of anybody. Nobody liked it, including me. We decided to do something more with this, explore more on the grill part of it, than to go with a little bit of, curried version of it. So we are going to work more on this now. Hey guys, it's 5 o'clock. We have the first ticket in, guys. Come on. Service here is like, it's crazy. It's like from 5 to 9:30, 9:45 or 10, I would say. Yeah, 9 till 10. It's like an engine room which is pumping. 1 kofta gone already. 2 kofta gone, Booba. Cheesecake coming, guys. Cheesecake coming. This kitchen and entire restaurant was planned pre-COVID, so we never had the outside seats. The volume of the restaurant has literally doubled. And that's how the kitchen was built, to support 44 seats in the restaurant and 12 seats on the bar. But now we are literally doing double the seating capacity. So that's where it gets a little tighter. In today's time, to find simple things is very difficult. And it's the simplicity of this restaurant which I think excites people. Guys, one new order, veg pressure pulao, 1 goat neck biryani, straight fire. What I feel is it's a very honest product, and like a lot of people use the word soul food. It's done with a lot of heart. And I think that's what excites people. We actually want more and more Indian restaurants doing quality Indian food, because that's how the cuisine will move forward. I think next 5 years is going to define the Indian food in New York, and I pray God every day that we get more and more quality, good Indian restaurants.